Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Israel. First off, I want to give a call out Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach, one like y'all was shy to the Most High and the Son for leading us into another wonderful Sabbath, giving us yet another day of rest, coming out of this wicked society, coming out of Babylon. All right. I want to give a mighty shalom to all the elect elders out here that's been pushing this truth for decades and decades, motivating me just to keep pushing this truth. Right. I want to give a mighty shout out to the Battle Axe captains, the mighty Battle Axe captains, Captain Jerubbaal, all right, Captain Maccabee, Captain Benaniyah, Captain Yar. All right, shalom. I want to give a shalom to all my Battle Axes. This is all over the nation. You got Brother Gabriel Yah out there in Austin, shalom. Brother KJV out there somewhere driving the trucks. Be safe out there. You got the mighty Officer Yaakov down there in Memphis, all right, Memphis, Tennessee. All right, shalom, shalom. I just want to give a mighty shout out to all the camps, out here that's teaching our people to keep the commandments. All right, and that's helping us push this truth to all four corners of this earth. All right, shalom. All right. Our lesson today is be allied to wisdom, man. And it's important for us to be allied to wisdom. All right, to be an ally, to have wisdom as a companion, right? So without ado, we're gonna just jump right into this thing. All right, our first precept we're gonna go to is Sirach chapter 4. Okay, we're gonna be reading out of the book of Genesis today. We're gonna be reading mainly in Genesis chapter 37 through like 41. Okay, so we got quite a bit of reading to do, but I hope that y'all are edified to listen. Y'all please pay attention and take notes. All right, and make sure that y'all walk in the ways of our forefathers. In fact, let me start off with this precept. Let me start off with this. We got to select you. Select it. Genesis chapter 32. All right, we're gonna start off with this. All right, Genesis chapter 32. Not select it. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. It reads, "Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will shew thee. Ask thy elder, and he will tell thee," man. So it's important for us to read the accounts of our forefathers. All right, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, King David, even wicked King Saul, man. All right, even wicked King Ahab showing us what not to do. Okay, all our forefathers, Paul, Peter, right? Shalom, by Seal. All right, shalom. Shalom to my wife, Princess Keo, Aqua, Yashala, shalom. All right. So yeah, it's important to remember the days of old. So we're gonna be touching on Jacob today. Not Jacob. We're gonna be touching on Joseph today. All right, and we're gonna see how our forefather Joseph was allied to wisdom. Right. All right. First precept we're gonna get is Sirach chapter 4, and let's go to Sirach. Sirach chapter 4, and we're gonna start at verse 11. All right. It reads, "Wisdom exalted her children, and layeth hold on them that seek her," man. So wisdom exalt. A lot of people like to exalt themselves, and I'm gonna tell you, it don't ever work out right when you try to put yourself up there. In fact, you end up looking like a fool, man. Let wisdom exalt you. All right, you learn, and not the wisdom of this wicked world. We're talking about the wisdom out of this book of the law. All right, it shows you how to walk, how to move. Right, it says, "Wisdom exalted her children, and layeth hold of them that seek her. He that loveth life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy," man. All right. A lot of people wait till we get into the trouble to be seeking wisdom. Yeah, you do seek wisdom when you fall into trouble, when you fall into hard time. Yeah, you're supposed to seek answers out of the scriptures, but don't wait till you're having a hard time. You should always be in the spirit trying to seeking wisdom, man. So when those afflictions do hit you, you just knock it off quick. All right. It's not so much of a struggle, if y'all can understand what I'm saying. All right. In verse 12, it says, "He that loveth her," it says, "He that loveth her love life, and they that seek to her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whosoever she entereth, the Lord will bless," man. So you want to make sure that you spending time with wisdom, man. So the Lord will bless you, man. Because wisdom don't deal with everybody. You have to understand that y'all that have the knowledge of this truth that's actually woke, that can actually understand that we are Israelites and we have to keep the commandments because the Lord didn't give that to everybody. So y'all are very special that the Lord gave y'all that bit of wisdom, man. And you have to keep feeding her. You have to spend time with her, man. All right. She is your first wife, man. All right. For all you, it is spiritually. All right. And for your sister, for y'all sisters out there, I mean, wisdom is your, wisdom is spoken in an effeminate manner in the scriptures. But to you women, wisdom is your husband. All right. Same thing with men. Wisdom is your wife. Okay. Verse 13, it says, he that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and wheresoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One. All right. All right. If you want to be a servant of God, you have to serve wisdom first, man. You have to keep the commandments and follow the commandments, man. You have to kind of be a slave to wisdom, man. Not to understand it, and we're gonna get into this thing, all right. It says, and them that love her, the Lord doth love him, man. All right. It's a like it. Let me read that again. And them that love her, the Lord doth love. Okay. Shalom, officer Yaakov. So Shalom, sister Mariah. Shalom. All right, verse 15. It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. All right. And you want to be secure in this life, man. Through all the things that you go through, knowing that you have the Most High God, you are secure. All right. I'm trying not to get into a work story. Y'all know I like telling work stories, but we got to get through these scriptures. But even in my job, man, this job is like unbelievable, man. It's just unbelievable the type of stuff that Esau be getting away with it in this place, man. And man, Esau be after me, man. Because my light shining. And man, my light shine strong to where, people kind of cleaving to me. Then Edomites is just, man, they do not like me. I'm just say that they be doing all kind of foul stuff to try to get me fired, but they can't because I keep the commandments, and it's amazing, man. All right, y'all want to make sure that y'all allied to wisdom, man. We finna get into this thing. All right, it says verse 16. I'm gonna read 15 again. Yeah, I'm good. Obviously, y'all cold now. If you want to jump in here, you can jump in here. So I'm gonna just put the link in the chat. You ain't got to if you don't want to, but if you want to, you can jump up in here. So I'm gonna just put it up in here, and that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just tripping. Yeah, I'm all right though. There you go. Whenever you feel need. All right. Yeah, get back to what I'm saying. Y'all wanna be secure in this walk, man. Because you're gonna go through all kind of afflictions. Y'all have to understand that. Okay. Verse 16, it said, let me read 15 again. It says, whoso giveth ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely, man. All right, that's why it's important to be allied to wisdom. Okay. Verse 16, if a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her. So you have to commit yourself to study, praying, and fasting, man. And read, man. You have to read and study, man. All right. It says, if a man commit himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generations shall hold her in possession. Verse 17. Now, this is an important point right here. Verse 17, it reads, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws, man. So when you come into this truth, yeah, it's gonna taste sweet or whatever. Hey man, but that bitterness coming, man. All right, when you out here, you trying to keep the commandments. Hey man, wisdom is gonna try you, man. It's all kind of demons and your family members, your children. They're gonna come at you, and y'all don't think that that's strange. That's a strange thing happening to y'all, man. All right, that's why Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1 say, let's get it real quick, because I'm gonna go to Sirach chapter 2, but I'm gonna just read it. Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation, man. So you have to prepare your soul for temptation. You have to understand we are gold tried in the fire, man. Okay, we are gold tried in the fire. All right, it says, I'm gonna read verse 17 again. So it says, for at the first you will walk with him by crooked ways, man. Hey, when you start keeping the commandments, all kind of hell is gonna break loose. Because you thought everything was going to be easy when you start keeping the commandments. No, all hell is going to break loose because she has to try you. Man, y'all ladies know when a man, you know, and y'all fellas too. But y'all ladies know when a man wants to, you know how you was in the world, okay? But even right now, you supposed to be, you have to try that person, man. All right, it ain't no shacking up no boyfriend or girlfriend, man. You have to prove that person, and wisdom proves you in the same way, man. She's gonna test you and check you to see if you're really for her, man. She don't want to be let down, and she don't want to be hurt. She don't want to be played with, man. All right. It says for the first, she will walk with him by crooked ways, man. She's gonna take you through some stuff, all right, and bring fear and dread upon him. Family members going against you, the people at your damn job looking at you weird because you damn got fringes on, you know. All right. Okay. Obviously, y'all Cole just pinged up in here. Let me get obviously y'all Cole up in here. There you
go. Hey. Shalom, Mark.
All right. So like
Shabbat Shalom, fam.
Oh, Shalom. Shalom, Sister Adaya. Shalom. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna read 17 again. It says, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways and bring fear and dread upon him and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws. Verse 18. Then will she return the straight way unto him and comfort him and shew him her secrets, man. All right, you're gonna get the understanding of these scriptures, man. When all hell breaking loose, you can literally see the spirits and not be vexed by them, man, because you know that it's just a demon, man. All right, you kind of leave that carnal mindset. All right, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a spiritual gift. It's a spiritual power, man. All right, it's a spiritual power, man. And we're really weak in the spirit, man, until we come into this truth and start keeping the commandments. And the more you keep the commandments and the more you nurture her, your spiritual powers grow. You gotta understand, some of our forefathers had spiritual powers to where, man, they face actually shine. And even today, our face, we can get to that level where our face is shining, man. And y'all brothers and sisters out there now, y'all don't even know that y'all face be shining. That's why people look at you crazy. You think you look like just like everybody else, but no, it's something on you, man. All right. King David's spiritual power. I mean, he was leaping over wall. He was climbing walls straight up, running up them. He was running up a vertical wall, jumping over walls, man. All right. Dashing through a troop of men like on a damn video game, man. All right. Let me keep reading. And then obviously y'all Cole, I'm gonna finish this, and then when we get to the main thing, you feel like reading?
Yeah. Con, you know I'll read.
Okay, con. All right. So verse 19, it says, but if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. That's why I'm saying, man, she don't like to be played with. She don't just give herself to anybody. So y'all brothers and sisters are blessed to even have this knowledge that y'all have, and to even have this zeal knowing that you're an Israelite. All right, I'm talking to all my brothers and sisters out here that's in this truth, man. And make sure y'all are in this truth for the right reasons, man. Not to be seen of men, not for the glory of it, man. Man, your glory is glorifying the Most High God, man. And that's a beautiful glory, man. All right, let's go to Genesis chapter 37. Go to Genesis chapter 37. Like I said, we got quite a bit reading, but we're gonna abridge. Hey, we're going into our forefather Joseph, man, and we're gonna see how Joseph, just a little bit in our forefather Joseph's life, man, and the things and some of the things that he dealt with, and how he was allied to wisdom and where that got him. All right, Genesis chapter 37, and we're gonna start at verse 2.
All right, Con, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 2. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old.
So Joseph was 17 years old, man. Joseph was a young man. All right, read.
Was feeding the flock with his brethren.
Mm-hmm.
And the lad was with the sons of Bilhah.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
And with the sons of Zippah, his father's wives.
Mm-hmm.
And Joseph brought unto his father their evil reports.
And Joseph brought unto her their fathers their evil reports, man. All right. Because when you're doing wickedly in Israel, and when you see somebody doing something wicked, man, what does the Lord tell you to do? Okay. Let's hold this precept where we at, y'all, and let's go see. Because y'all would say, well, Joseph was a snitch. He was telling on his brothers. Because that's what we learned, man. And that's why our society, that's why our nation is destroyed now, man. Because Esau done filled us with all kind of bull crap, man. You know? Yeah, Joseph told on his brothers when it was going off. Let's get Leviticus chapter 5 and verse 1. Hold that precept out. So we finna go into the law, man. Y'all understand? We had even Adam had the laws before Israel just became a nation, a big nation. How we are now, we had laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, previous to Moses giving us the law in the wilderness, it was just really reiterated to us. Okay, go ahead and bring that out.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 5, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And if a soul sin and hear the voices of swearing, and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it.
Whether he have seen or known of it. If you see or know of it, and you see your brother or sister going off, read.
If he do not utter it,
then
he shall bear his iniquity.
And he shall bear his iniquity, man. You just as guilty for seeing your brother or your sister going off and not saying nothing. Or even if you don't tell them on them, you go over there and you check the hell out of them. You see what I'm saying? You go over there and you give him strong rebuke. All right, that's why the Lord say confess your sins to one another. All right, you go up there to the elders and they just straight chop your block off, man. All right, yeah. If you see your brother or sister going off, man, you have to report that thing, or either you go and you give them strong rebuke, man. Okay. All right, let's go back to Genesis, man. Let's go back to Genesis. So we're gonna start at verse 3. So Joseph had gave his father their brother's evil report, man. Hey, man, the children of Israel was going off, man. Well, our forefathers were going off. Go ahead, read.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 37, and verse 3. Verse 3. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children.
You see that now? Jacob, who was Israel, later turned to Israel, he loved Joseph more than all his children, man. All right, you have to understand this, man. Well, just keep reading. I don't want to expound too much. Keep reading.
Because he was a son of his old age.
So it says he was a son of his old age, meaning Joseph, he was real old, man. And Jacob was a real old man, and Joseph was there for his father, helping him do all these things, And that's why the scriptures tell, I believe, Proverbs, hey, man, when your parents get in old age and they understand to start slipping, don't despise them, man. All right, because when you get old, you kind of turn back into a baby, man. All right, Joseph was there for his father. It says because he was a son of his old age. All right, keep reading though. All right.
And he made him a coat of many colors.
Read, and that has a deeper meaning. We ain't finna get into that though. Keep reading.
Verse 4. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him. Speak peaceably upon him.
It could not speak peaceably upon him, man. So I mean, these are things that we deal with in our life, man. All right, these are things we deal with in our life. We got brothers and sisters that's jealous of the brothers and sisters, within congregations. You see what I'm saying? Or just out here in this world, man. All right, because you shining and you're loved more, people are gonna come at you, man. Because I'm gonna tell all y'all that's keeping the commands, man, the Lord loves you more, man. And your family members hate that. They hate the fact you keeping the commandments. All right. And they're not. They still being niggas in the damn world, man. And they hate that. They hate that the Most High have favor on you, and they can see it. Even if you can't see it, they can see spiritually that the Lord has favor with you, man. All right. Y'all have to keep these things in mind. But go ahead and keep reading that.
All right. Verse 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream. And he told it his brethren. And they hated him yet.
And they hated him more, man.
And they hated him yet the more.
And they hated him yet the more. Jump down to verse 8.
All right. Verse 8. And his brethren said to him, shalt thou indeed reign over us? Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words.
Because, man, hey, Joseph was very wise, man. Joseph was the man that kept the commandments, and the Lord had favor on him, man. All right, so he excelled in a lot of things over his brother. You know, he was just more enlightened. He could interpret dreams, and this specific dream was just showing how all the brothers were gonna be bowing down to Joseph. Okay, and they hated him more. You know, he's a damn goody two shoe all the time. You know, he's dad's favorite. Y'all know if you was mom or dad's favorite, or maybe y'all have a brother or a sister that was mom and dad's favorite. You kind of looked at him like, look at him, you know. Just kind of hating a little bit, you know, but it's all good. Just know you in the truth and you are the Most High's favorite. All right. We already got scoffers in here, but we ain't dealing with scoffers today. We're going to just let them ride. All right. We finna teach this lesson. All right. We got a ways to go. All right. Go ahead and jump down to 37 and verse 12. All
right, Con, this is a book, Genesis chapter 37, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem.
It on Shechem, right?
Shechem.
Uh-huh.
And Israel said unto Joseph, do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem?
You see that? And Israel said to Joseph, do not your brothers feed the flock in Shechem? Are your brothers in Shechem feeding the flock? All right, keep reading.
Come, and I will send thee unto them.
Uh-huh.
And he said to him, here I am.
Uh-huh, read.
14. And he said to him, go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren, well with thy flocks.
Yeah, he said, go and see if your brothers are okay. You know, because your brothers, you know, they like to creep off and be damn freaking off. You know, when they supposed to be out there working and feeding the flock, just like us. We're supposed to be out here working and feeding the flock, man. But sometimes we get sidetracked, though. But keep reading, though.
And bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field, and the man asked him, saying, what seekest thou?
So the man is like, he sees Joseph searching for his brothers. He's like, man, what are you looking for? All right. He basically asked Joseph, what are you looking for? Because you look like that you're searching for something or somebody. But keep reading.
Verse 16. And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed the flocks. And the man said, they are departed hence, for I heard them say, let us go to Dothan.
So the man heard where the brothers went. They supposed to be in Shechem, but they went to Dothan. So the man kind of told, yeah, man, your brothers, yeah, they were supposed to be there. Yeah, they had that flock of sheep. Yeah, they went to Dothan. I heard them talking about going to Dothan because they finna go freak off, right? Shalom, sister Odetta. Go ahead, read.
And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan.
So Joseph found his brothers in Dothan. All right, read.
And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him.
Yeah, they conspired against their own brother to slay him. So y'all gotta understand, man. Y'all brothers, y'all have these brothers and y'all sisters, or man, it's people that conspire to slay you, and they might not even be it could be literal, but they just want to take you out. They want to take you down, man. Okay, they just can't stand you, man. All right, y'all have to understand, y'all being in this truth and you being allied to wisdom and the Lord is putting his favor on you, man. You finna go through some things, man. All right, read.
And they said one to another, behold, this dreamer coming.
Behold, his dreamer coming. Look, this dreamer is coming. You know, they kind of mocking his brother. Yeah, I'd have been mocked, you know, by my own family members, man. You know, I had a week, man, just wicked. I had one family member, man. My children was eating their food, and the one family member said, "Hey, man, there's pork in there." And then he said, "Like damn Cookie Monster, just playing." No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Like man, it ain't man. What's how put your ass to death for that, man? People just ignorant as hell, and that was a wicked thing, man. All right. So yeah, man, your family members are gonna mock you, man. Even when you think they ain't, you think it's all good, but it ain't, man. This is Joseph's own brothers. This is Judah, Dan, and Levi and Benjamin. You know, they wasn't Ben because Benjamin was a baby at the time. But These are the tribes, man. These are our original forefathers, man. All right, but read.
Come now, therefore, and let us slay him.
Uh-huh.
And cast him into some pit. Uh-huh. And we will say, some evil beasts have devoured him.
They say, so, and we were gonna say some evil beasts have devoured. Look, you see how we just come up with all kind of wicked plots. It's people out here that's trying to come up with plots on you. Like I said, I'm trying not to go into a word store. I got so many. I have top-notch Edomites that work at my place, man. They work at where I work at, man, and they my boss. They be, I'm gonna tell you, I'm just say this one thing. They go in the computer system and put my name somewhere where it don't belong. I had caught them one day. I took the ass to HR too. I should have sued their ass. They got real lucky. You know what I mean? I ain't go to work today. It had a time and a date. So they mean y'all literally went in the system and put my name on something that I wasn't even at work that day. So y'all have to understand that it's people that conspire like that. Obviously, y'all are you still there?
Yeah. Come.
Okay. I was just checking.
I'm still here. Give me 1 second. I'm still here.
Okay. All right. So verse 20. I'm gonna read verse 20. It says, "Come therefore and let us slay him and cast him into some pit, and we will say some evil beasts have devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams." Right? And Reuben, Reuben is the oldest brother, all right, of the 12. It says, and Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands and said, "Let us not kill him." Because our other forefathers, Judah and them, Judah and them was talking about straight killing them, man. All right. Reuben like, nah, we ain't gonna kill him. Verse 22, it says, and Reuben said unto them, shed no blood and cast him into, it says, and Reuben said unto them, shed no blood, but cast him into a pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands to deliver him to his father again. Okay, so Reuben kind of saved Joseph. I mean, but he's just as guilty though. But he saved him from being killed by his own brothers, man. Our forefathers, Negroes is wicked, man. All right. Negroes was wicked. I'm talking about the 12, our 12 tribes forefathers, man. All right. Wicked. All right. We're gonna jump down to verse 25. You back up? Okay.
Come.
All right.
Verse 25.
All right.
Verse 25. And they sat down to eat bread. Mm-hmm. And they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt.
Right. So peep this. They didn't threw their brother in a pit, and these Negroes sitting down eating like it ain't nothing. Y'all gotta look into these scriptures. These are niggas right here, man. And these Negroes sitting down eating like it ain't nothing happening. Your brother in this pit. It ain't no water in the pit or nothing. He's just in a deep pit, right? Then these Ishmaelites came with spices. They were traveling with their merchandise. All right. Go ahead and read read the next verse. All right.
Come. Verse 26. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother? Mm-hmm. And conceal his blood.
Read.
Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother in our flesh. And his brethren were content.
You see that? Now this is Judah. Now this is eventually going to be the brother of the head tribe. This is the man that Christ came out of. This is the man that King David come out of. This is Judah that came up with this wicked ass idea, man. All right. It says, and Judah said unto his brother, what profit is it that we slay our brother and conceal his blood? All right. Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh, and his brethren were content. I mean, yeah, you didn't murder him. All right. But you kind of did murder him because you had hate in your heart for your brother, which is murder. All right. They will still, you see how Negroes, Captain Jerubbaal was just talking about that, how Negroes, they real good. It's a precept. I can't think of it right now. We always try to find a way. We're wise at doing wickedness. All right. We're always trying to find a damn loophole. But no, brother, you know, shit, shoot, y'all ain't seeing so like you. Let's jump to Genesis chapter 39. 39 and verse 1.
Con, it's the book of Genesis, chapter 39, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, and Potiphar, officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, and Egyptian, bought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither.
Okay, so he ended up in Egypt. He was sold. He was sold to Potiphar, all right, an officer of Pharaoh. Okay, and he was the captain of the guard. So Joseph was sold to this man. All right, so we got to think about it. Joseph was a man of God, but yet he's going through these things, man. All right, that's why I started off with Sirach chapter 4, man. Wisdom is going to take you through something, man. She's going to try you, but keep reading.
Verse 2. And the Lord was with Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
He was a prosperous man.
Mm-hmm.
And he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian.
You see that? And the Lord be with y'all, man. Even when y'all going through stuff, man, that don't mean that the Lord ain't there with you, man. Man, the Lord, you think that you're being put in a bad situation when actually the Lord is putting you in a better situation. Y'all have to look at things spiritually, right? But keep reading, not.
Verse 3. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hand. Verse 4. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer of his house, and all that he had he put into his hand.
You see that? So the Lord, I mean, it don't matter what. We're gonna get into it. Things constantly happen to Joseph, and he was always put on top almost instantly, man. All right, go ahead, keep reading though.
Verse 5. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake.
You see that now? I'm gonna tell y'all something, y'all Israelites out here, man. America needs you. America, man. Hey, I think on the stock market, we were the first product, slaves. We were the number one product on the stock on the stock market, man. Hey, we are the ones that make this economy turn, man. Hey, that's why you always see a so-called Negro or a so-called Hispanic, Native American. You'll see at least one of us in a high position because they need us there. They can't. This world cannot function without us. Period. It can't be all white. You can have all white, and they might have most of the power, but you are the brain of the operation every time, and that's with everything, man. Y'all have to understand that, man. We are the creators of all things, man. All right. Keep reading that.
Let me see.
Verse
4 from the top.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Yep. Verse 4 from the top. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had he put into his hand. Verse 5. And it came to pass from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sake. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field.
Read.
And he had left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. Joseph was a goodly person and well favored.
Because Joseph was a goodly person and well favored, man. All right, trying to think of that precept. What's that precept? Hold on, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. What is that? I think Isaiah, like Genesis, Jeremiah. Hold on. Well, we are the creators of all things. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 16. Y'all have to understand this. All right. Because Jacob was the same way. Everything Jacob touched, he prospered in it. All right. It says the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the right of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. So we are a special people. There's something in us that the world needs, man. The world needs us back on top, man. All right. Right now, Esau is on top. He's just using us. All right. We are people robbed and spoiled. We create all these things, laptops and light bulbs and video cameras, and we create the internet and we create automobiles, and we don't get the credit for these things, man. Everything we touch, it prospers, but because we're under curses, it's snatched from us. All right, but you had to finish verse 6.
Yep, come.
Okay, jump down to verse start at verse 7.
All right, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And it came to pass after these things that his master's wife cast her eyes upon Joseph, and she said, "Lie with me."
Lie with me. Y'all have to understand, when you're keeping the commandments, you're doing good. All right, the Lord gonna put you. Hey, the Lord is gonna give you rest from all these things, but those trials are coming. Joseph is gonna keep going through waves of trials. I'm just trying to use our forefather to give y'all an example. Y'all in this truth, y'all prepare yourself for temptation. The Lord is gonna lift you up, and then He's gonna put you in the oven and put fire on you, man. So now He's doing good. He is the top ruler over his master's house, and and now this, he's eating good, dressing good, smelling good. All right, people are giving good words about this Hebrew man that's in this Egyptian house. All right, and now his wife, and she was probably good looking. She's probably really good looking. It's coming on to Joseph. All right, read. Shalom. I'm just want to say shalom to brother Dunn, Israel. Shalom to Hebrew. Shalom. Shalom, Maccabees, Yasha Island. Oh, that's Captain Maccabees. Shalom, Cap. All right. Go ahead and read that.
All right, come. Verse 8. Hey, can y'all hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you be kind of fading out. I don't know if it's them. I don't know if it's some iPad. What do you call them? AirPods.
Yeah, AirPods.
Or what? Yeah, man. But it'll sound good, but then it'll fade for a second.
All right.
Yeah, man. But you all right though? Now? They all good. They all right.
All right. Verse 8. But he refused and said unto his master's wife, "Behold, my master would not what is with me in this house."
Right, man. He's like, hold on, lady. I'm trying to do right, and you just all up on me, man. All right. Jump down to verse 10.
All right, come. Verse 10. And it came to pass, as she spoke to Joseph day by day, that he hearkened not unto her.
You see, so Joseph was dealing with these afflictions daily. This woman pressing up on him. She kind of looking around, kind of licking her lips, man, trying to devour him, man. All right, read.
To lie by her or to be with her.
And
it came to pass about this time that Joseph went into the house to do his business, and there was none of the men of the house therein.
And there wasn't nobody around. And Joseph probably hated when there wasn't nobody there at the house, man. This damn dude wife is trying to bone me every day, man. Read.
And she called him by his garment, saying, "Lie with me."
So she finally snatched him up, was like, "Lie with me." I'm gonna tell y'all, hey, we deal with these type of things daily, man. All right, the Lord is gonna lift you up, but at the same time, He's gonna send trials on you. And y'all have to be prepared, and y'all have to be strong. Y'all have to pass these tests, man. And we're gonna see how Joseph passed these tests, man. Hey, I told y'all that story one time, and this damn African girl, man, came up to me, and she used to come up every day, but it was kind of light. She kind of eased away, real subtle. But man, I could see that it was Satan, man. I'm just tell y'all this last day. All right, she just came to me and was just like, what, B, you should cheat. Cheating is, she literally said, cheating is good for you. You should cheat. Come on, let's cheat. I mean, and the sister look, she looked good, man. But I'm looking and I see that it's a damn demon. Hey, Satan transferred himself into an angel of light, man. And that's why y'all gotta be strong out there, man. Because Satan come like that. Let's just cheat. It's good for you. The same way, probably how Eve got the seed and then deceived her husband later on, man. We gotta be strong, y'all. Okay, we these are things that we go through. Men in Israel that get stature, these are things that we deal with all the time, man. Women in Israel, these are things that y'all deal with too, and y'all gotta be strong. All right, when these tests come. All right, when these afflictions come, man. All right, what we at 10?
13.
13. Yeah, go ahead and read that.
13. All right, verse 13.
You know what? Stop. Jump. Yeah, 13. Yeah, go ahead. Salakia, go ahead.
No, it's all good. And it came to pass when she saw that he had left his garment in her hand and was fled forth, that she called unto the men of her house and spoke unto them, saying, see, he had brought in the Hebrew unto to mock us.
You see, you brought this damn dirty nigger Hebrew in here to mock us. Rape. Now she's screaming damn rape, man. All right. Doing his business, he was taking a dump. Nasty. What the hell, Maccabees song? Captain Maccabees tripping. Hey, man. So, you know, hey, Joseph kind of ran up out of there and he left his garment, man. Joseph did what he had to do. Joseph took that top coat off and kind of, you know, did a pick and roll. He kind of did a pick and roll and came up out of that top part of that garment, man. Trying to get the hell up out of there, man. And that's how we need to be, man. All right. We have to flee from evil, man. All right. Keep reading that.
He came in unto me to lie with me, and I cried with a loud voice.
So she was just being a damn liar, man. But read.
And it came to pass when he heard that I lifted up my voice and cried, that he left his garment with me, and fled, and got him out.
He said, left his garment, fled, man. Left his garment while he was on the toilet. Maccabees stupid, man. Oh, man.
That would be crazy.
Hey, man, he might have been on the toilet, man. You never know. Man, she wanted, man, Joseph was probably, you know, he's wise. He's probably a very good-looking brother, man. All right.
So probably, she said on the toilet or not?
On the toilet or not. She wanted Joseph bad. I'm telling y'all, Satan wants y'all bad. Me and that went, man. Satan desire you, man. Y'all keeping these commandments, man. All right. And we have to continue to endure. All right. We have to use wisdom. We have to walk with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. I started to use I could have used any one of my forefathers damn near. How David walked with wisdom when Saul was trying to kill him. He constantly was out thinking. I mean, just his words and how he moved was just supreme, man. And that's how we gotta be. All right. Jump to verse 20. All
right, come verse 20. And Joseph's master took him and put him into the prison. A place where the king's prisoners was bound. And he was there in the prison.
So the king had a special prison where he put his damn servants at, man. Ain't that a trip? I just not caught that. All right, not just in the regular prison, but the king's prison. That way, you know, he put his damn servants there when they misbehaving. All right. So ultimately, so Joseph. Yeah, let's do a recap. He was his father's favorite. His brothers took him, threw him into a damn hole, sold him out to Egypt. He rose to the top instantly. The woman lied on him. She yelled rape. They grabbed him, threw him in a damn slammer, man. Right? He's being tried over and over again, man. And y'all are going to be tried that same way. Go ahead.
Hey, Slacky, but don't that sound exactly like a lot of brothers that's going on now? You hear about all these brothers now, all these giants. You know what they say is giants, meaning high in stature. They got all this money, and what happened? He did this to me. He did that to me.
Exactly. Especially with us, man. All right, that's a great point. All right. Oh, I see what you're saying, Captain Maccabees. He said it says he was doing his business. That's why he said he was using the rest. He was doing his business. Captain Maccabees, how you know it was how you know it was that business? How you know you wasn't just taking a shower? Nah, I was just messing with you. Nah, I do say he was doing his business though. I ain't peeped that. All right. Yeah, Sister Dale, we're gonna start getting sound effects and all kind of things. All right. Let's go to Sirach. All right. Let's go to Sirach chapter 2, man. Class going pretty smoothly so far. I don't want to expound too much. We got a little ways to go. Sirach chapter 2.
Favorite chapter.
Sirach chapter 2, start at verse 4.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Be patient when you're changed to a low estate, man. And Joseph kept being patient, man. All right, we're gonna keep reading about Joseph, man, our forefather, man. The Lord say, be patient when you change to a lower estate. That's why we have to remember the days of old. Keep reading, though.
All right. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire.
For gold is tried in the fire, man. Joseph is a piece of gold. And the Lord is trying him. Because he wants him. He's like, damn, that man is beautiful. I want him to be even more spiritually beautiful. So he keeps putting them in. What you do with gold or silver, you burn the dross off, you burn the impurities off of it, you put it in the fire, all the impurities come to the surface, you take it off, you knock the dross off, you put it in the fire, and you repeat the process over and over again. The more you do it, the more pure it is, man. So yeah, hey, we're gonna go through waves of affliction. All right, you have to understand that just because we in this truth, everything is not gonna be all hunky-dory. Shalom, Sister Mary, Houston, House of Daniel. Shalom. It said Maccabees talking about just tripping. Yeah, your imagination is hell, Captain Maccabees. Yes, it is.
You know it is.
Yeah, you know it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're gonna be trying this thing. Go ahead, read 5
Come. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire.
For gold is tried in the fire. Read.
Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, man. So if you ain't going through that, man, the Lord really ain't dealing with you, man. You kind of just going through life, smoking your cigarettes, and everything seem all good. It seems like you really ain't really going through much, man, because the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. But when you in this truth and you keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, and things all of a sudden, all hell is breaking loose. Like, damn, I just pay alms. Just because you pay alms, you keep the commandments. No, that don't mean everything is gonna be all good, man. I want to read another precept. I was gonna bring it out later on, but I'm gonna go ahead and read verse 10 real quick.
Verse 10. Look at the generations of old.
And look at generations of old, man. Let's go back to Joseph. He's one of our old generations. We got David, we got Adam. Okay, we got Samuel. You see what I'm saying? Isaiah, Jeremiah, Amos. We have all Micah. We have all these generations. We have all our ancient forefathers to go back and look at the accounts. All right, go ahead and read.
And see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Did any trust in the Lord and was confounded, man? So, hey, you have to continue to trust in the Most High God, man. All right. At the end of that precept. No, go ahead. Keep reading. Yeah.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Did anybody abide in his fear and was forsaken, man? Read.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Man, you keep the commandments and you call upon the Lord, man. The Lord got favor with you, man. Just like you got that child that do everything that you ask him to do. You don't have to tell him twice. In fact, this child know you so well, you don't even have to tell him. He's already doing it, man. And man, you're gonna make sure you do more for that child, man. You gotta make sure that child, whatever he asked for, I'm gonna try to get it for that child. Just imagine you like that. Just imagine how the Most High, the creator of all things, he has the power to give you anything, man. And he will do the same for you, man. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna grab that precept. I wasn't gonna get it right now, but let's get Job chapter 2 and verse 9. Let's get Job chapter 2 and verse 9, because we have to understand these things, man. When you're in this truth, man. Hey, make sure that you ally to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and keep her close to you at all times, man. Because hey, man, these trials get tough, and the more knowledge you gain, the tougher these trials are, y'all. All right, I'm talking to all y'all brothers and sisters that's out here that's watching right now, man. Y'all got the new knowledge that y'all got. The more you grow, all hell is gonna break loose. I promise you that. All right, y'all gotta stay diligent. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 9. Then said his wife unto him, thou still retain thy integrity?
She said, do you still retain your integrity? All hell is breaking loose. All right, you go in the camp, they kind of damn throwing piss at you, man. All right, you gotta understand they did the same thing to our forefathers. Job was going through all kind of afflictions. But read.
Curse God and die.
She said, curse God and die. I'm telling you, this was a trial within itself. Your wife telling you to curse God and die. How wicked is that, man? And Job was a very righteous man. And y'all don't think these brothers in his truth, it don't matter if you a soldier, officer, captain, deacon, bishop, it don't matter, man. Hey, man, sometimes women go off, man, because they are the weaker vessel. This is Job's wife going the hell off. All right, we read.
Verse 10. But he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God? And shall we not receive evil?
So Joe said, shall we just receive? We're gonna receive good of God and not evil? No, man. The Lord requires a just balance. Yeah, He's gonna bless you, but then He's gonna send all kind of torments and stuff towards you too, man. He's trying you, man. He's trying to level you up, man. We are a representation of Him, so He's trying to, He's trying to get us on a certain level, man. All right, go ahead and finish it out.
All right, hey, but on the top of verse 10, he pretty much was saying, "Woman, is you stupid?"
Right, of course.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly. Like,
right.
Is you slow to be telling me to curse God and die?
Right. And I'm telling you, and some of y'all women be telling curse God and die, and you don't even literally use them words, but just talking to your husband crazy, and especially if he's giving you precepts in scripture, he's like, "Hey, listen, I'm trying to show you this." Nah, nigga. And she like, nah. And she doing all that, but then you go to the the congregation, you all shalom, all shalom. Hey, that's just like saying curse God and die, man. Because you're not really doing that to your husband, you doing that to Christ, man. Y'all have to understand that this is, y'all have to understand, not just for the women, but for the men too. All right. When you being rebellious and you damn mistreating your wife, man. All right. You going the hell off. And we know when we going off. All right. All right. We have to make sure we judge on righteous judgment. Go ahead and finish that out, though.
Con. What? Shall we receive good at the hand of God?
Mm-hmm.
And shall we not receive evil?
Mm-hmm.
In all this did not Job sin with his lips?
Mm-hmm.
Verse 11.
Hey, you fade out like a mud.
I am.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Hey, Maccabees. Maccabees. I see. Yeah, cold. Okay, there you go. Can you hear me?
Con, like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. Perfect.
All right. It's a lot better.
It's a lot better, but we're gonna see after a while when we keep talking though.
I had to take them headphones out.
Okay. All right. So let's go to Sirach. Everybody, let's go to Sirach chapter 4. Sirach chapter 4, and we're gonna start at verse 17.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 17.
Now, I had already read this, but I'm going to reiterate it because we're going through the life of Joseph, and we keep just singing he goes up, then he goes down, then he goes up, and he goes down. But he's just being righteous, though. Why is he going up and down like that? Read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 17.
Uh-huh.
For at the first she will walk with him by the crooked ways, and bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
So, man, wisdom is going to try you constantly, man, no matter how long that you've been in the truth. 1 year, 5 years, 10, 15, 20 years, you're going to always be tried, and you're going to be always leveled up, and we just have to learn how to pass these tests. We can't keep failing the same test over and over again. I'm going to tell y'all that. All right. Maccabees capping on your earbuds, corner store earbuds. All right. Hey, dang, man. Well, Maccabees straight, Captain Maccabees straight capping, man.
Oh.
so y'all have to understand, we're gonna be constantly tried. We're gonna be she's gonna try you, man, to see if you really love her like that, man. Some women, I'm gonna tell you, some women argue with you just to see if you really care. I know that's crazy to us, but that's how they think. This nigga's been ignoring me like it ain't nothing. Let me pick an argument with this nigga, man. Just to see if you care, man. All right. To see if you're gonna stick with her, man. To see if you really love her like that. This is how wisdom is, man. It says, for at first she will walk with him by crooked ways. She gonna drag you through some stuff, man, and bring fear and dread upon him and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws, these laws, statutes, and in these commandments. This book of the law is all about correction. It's bringing where we coming up out of this darkness into this marvelous light, and we have to be reproved, man. We have to be refined. We have to get this filthy world off of us. We have to get these Babylonian ways off of us, man. And we still kind of babies in this truth, and we still growing, man. We always gonna be growing. But go ahead and keep reading.
All right, verse 18.
Uh-huh.
Then will she return the straight way unto him, and show him her secrets.
That's right. Then she will return the straightway unto him and comfort him and show him her secrets. And on a carnal level, she finna give him a little bit. Okay, I trust you. Okay, I'm finna go ahead and give you some now. Now, don't you go ahead and read the next verse. Watch this.
Verse 19. But if he go wrong,
but nigga, you bet not go wrong. Read.
She will forsake him.
Man, she gonna leave you. Read.
And give him over to his own ruin.
And give you over to your ruin. So just keep that in mind. Now, let's go back. Let's finish the account of our forefather Joseph, okay? Let's go. You know what? Let's get 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12 real quick. Let's get 1 Peter 4 and 12, and then we're gonna finish speaking to Joseph. And then I got some video for y'all. I got some little video lined up for y'all like a little bit later on. I'm still, checking the StreamYard out. How we doing? But I have I got visuals for y'all, man. All right. What I say? 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12. Go ahead and bring it up.
Lucky, hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but sometimes it'd be it's a little blocky sometimes, but I can hear you better than how it was.
All right.
Yeah, go ahead and bring it out. 1 Peter 4 and 12.
You said 1 Peter 4 and what?
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 12.
All right, it's a book of 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 12. Beloved, think if not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you.
So it says, I have to think it not be strange concerning this fiery trial, because this trial is fiery. All right, it's hot, man. All right, y'all don't think it's strange. You keep the commandments. I pay alms. Then your engine blow out on your damn car, man. Don't think it be strange, man. Don't think it be strange, man. You keeping the commandments. You helping brothers and sisters, man. You damn fixing their pipes, and you damn paying alms, and then your damn wife just start going off, for damn no reason, man. All right, you have to understand. Okay, it's trial time. You're supposed to kind of rub your hands together, man. You kind of waiting on these damn demons, man. That's the spirit that you got to be in. You have to understand that, man. The Lord said, prepare yourself for temptation. So when you prepare, you already been fasting. You fast and kind of wait, kind of waiting on that demon. You kind of look around, kind of waiting on him, man. Because you know that he coming, and Satan coming. Satan is coming. So when it hits you, the scripture said, don't think it be strange, man. Joseph kept your damn brother hating on you. They scoffing you. They throw you into a hole, saying to Egypt, you come up again. His wife trying to hump you while you on the damn toilet. Like Captain Maccabee say, you get away, she yell, rape, you get thrown into jail. Right? Go ahead, finish that precept out though.
All right, come. Verse 13. But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Christ's sufferings. That when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
When the exceeding joy and the glory revealed, when he come back and you damn you've been keeping the commandments, and you've been keeping the commandments. Christ come back and you in the middle of studying and fasting. You see what I'm saying? Or just whatever. I ain't mean to read down that far, but all praise to the Most High. It just must have been the spirit. Let's go back to Genesis chapter 39, man. Let's go ahead and knock out the rest of this, y'all. We ain't got that much left. And then, like I said, I got some visuals for y'all in a minute. Genesis chapter 39, and we're going to start at verse 21.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 39, verse 21. But the Lord was with Joseph and mercy, and gave him favor in the sight of the keeper of the prison.
You see that? So he was just accused of rape, thrown into the damn prison, and now all of a sudden the prison guard got favor with him, man. Just like that, man. These are things that I go through these type things, somewhat. All right, we'll read.
And the keeper of the prison committed to Joseph's hand all the prisoners that were in the prison.
You see how everywhere Joseph go, it don't matter what happened, he keep getting put on the top. Hey, that's because Joseph was walking in a certain light, man. That's why it's important to always be reading and soaking up these scriptures, and not only reading and retaining precepts, but actually walking how our forefathers walk, and walking upright, walking with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, knowing when to say something, not just speaking whenever. You see what I'm saying? Saying the right thing at the right time. You see what I'm saying? All these little things, man. Joseph was a master at these things. That's why he was instantly favored. Even amongst the heathen, man. All right. What we at? Verse what?
Verse 22 at the end.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, finish that.
And whatsoever they did there, he was the doer of it.
Read.
Verse 23. The keeper of the prison looked not to anything that was under his hand, because the Lord was with him, and that which he did, the Lord made it to prosper.
You see that? Joseph got to do whatever he wanted to do in Pharaoh's prison, man. He was put in charge of that, man. He was kind of chilling. He was kind of in there eating steaks and kind of chill. I don't know if he's eating lobster. God forbid, I doubt it, because he knew the dietary law, man. What you gonna say?
No, I just said I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I highly doubt it too. But man, hey, Joseph was living well. Jump to chapter 40.
All right, come. Verse 40 and verse 1.
40 and 5. So like you.
All right. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 40 and verse 5. And they dreamed a dream, both of them. Each man his dream in one night.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all, it was two men that was locked up that was out of Pharaoh's house, the baker and it was the baker and the butler. One of Pharaoh's butlers and one of Pharaoh's bakers were thrown into prison too. Y'all gotta remember, Pharaoh had his own special prisoners just for his people. Man, that prison probably wasn't even that damn bad, because it's Pharaoh's special little prison. All right, but anyways, keep reading.
Verse 5. And they dreamed a dream, both of them. Each man his dream in one night. Each man according to the interpretation of his dream. The butler and the baker of the king of Egypt, which were bound in the prison. And Joseph came in unto them in the morning, and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad.
And they were sad when they came in. All right, keep reading.
And he asked Pharaoh's officers that were with him and he asked Pharaoh's officers that were with him in the ward of his Lord's house. Wherefore look ye so sadly today? And they said unto him, we have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me them, I pray you.
You see that? So look how Joseph even think. All right. It says, verse 8. Watch this, y'all. It says, and they said unto him, we have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretations belong to God? You see that? That Joseph, he's good with having dreams and even breaking them down. That's what kind of spiritual knowledge and powers that he had. But he still gave all glory and honor and praise to the Lord. I'm gonna tell you, after I read this precept, Officer Yaakov was talking today. We was talking, and I said, I guess this precept in Iraq, I want to add it to my lesson, but I don't know what it is. It's one of my favorite precepts, but it was really my favorite. I would know it, but it's one of my favorite precepts, and it's about being with wisdom, and I can't remember it. After we got off the phone, the Lord gave it to him. So gave it to me. So when I text I said, and I text him exactly. The Lord gave. Look, I'm pull a text message up. No, just about. But see, that's what I'm saying. When you reading the scriptures, and damn, man, Joseph was one of my great forefathers. I'm gonna walk and act just how he walked and how he act. All right. I said the Most High gave me what I was looking for. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 16 through 17. I said the Most High gave. I ain't said, oh, I found it. Nah, man, the Most High gave me that. He just had me to open up the book, and boom, there it was, man. That precept I was looking for. This is what I'm talking about, being allied to wisdom, even speaking in a certain kind of way. So many precepts. The Lord even loves how you choose choice words, man, and not just blurting out anything. He wants you to speak to him aptly and intelligently, because he loved those type things, man. You know. All right. It says, and they said unto him, we have dreamed a dream, and there is no interpreter of it. And Joseph said unto them, do not interpretations belong to God? Tell me them, I pray thee. Interpretations belong to the Most High God, man. Right? Give God his honor, glory, and praises, man. All right, jump down to verse 9. Go ahead, read 9.
All right, verse 9. And butler told his dream to Joseph and said to
Salakia, my bad. Let's go to Sirach chapter 4 and verse 20.
all right.
Now, yeah, we kind of just read this, but I have to, reinforce these precepts, reinsert these precepts. What's the word I'm looking for? Got to say these precepts. Sirach chapter 4 and verse 20. Read that.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 4 verse 20.
Read that.
Observe the opportunity.
It says, observe the opportunity. Joseph, hey, y'all got to be wise in this thing, man. Y'all have to use your wisdom wisely, man. Well, your knowledge wisely. Observe the opportunity, man. You got to have your eyes open. Read.
And beware of evil. And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul.
And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. But the main part, observe the opportunity. All right, and beware of evil. And Joseph was always aware of evil. Always. But he saw an opportunity to rise up. It's okay to see an opportunity to rise. Okay? And to use your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding and righteousness to rise to the next level. He saw something. Damn, they got dreams. He kind of popping his knuckles. They got dreams. And these are some of Pharaoh's top men. You got to understand, the Pharaoh didn't even know Joseph at this time. All right. And so he's already thinking. He's thinking. He's observing the opportunity, man. Y'all have to move in the same kind of way, man. But with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. I hope y'all understood me on that. Let's go ahead to Genesis chapter 40 and we'll start at verse 9.
All right.
Let me see who I missed on here. Shalom to I am redeemed. Shalom, Mike. Shalom. I'm trying to see who else I missed on here. I think I got everybody. But go ahead, All
right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 40, verse 9. And the chief butler told his dream to Joseph and said to him, in my dream, behold, a vine was before me. And in the vine were 3 branches. And it was as though it budded, and her blossoms shot forth, and the clusters thereof brought forth ripe grapes. And Pharaoh's cup was in my hand, and I took the grapes and pressed them into Pharaoh's cup, and I gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand.
Read.
Verse 12. And Joseph said unto him, this is the interpretation of it.
So Joseph finna just straight give the interpretation of this dream, man. Go ahead and read that.
The 3 branches are 3 days. Yet within 3 days shall Pharaoh lift up thine head and restore thee unto thy place.
You see that? So he's letting you know that Pharaoh in 3 days, he's going to let you up out of this prison. Don't worry. That's what that dream mean. Read.
And thou shalt deliver Pharaoh's cup into his hand. After the former manner when thou was his butler.
Right.
But think on me when it shall be well with thee and show kindness.
So it says now, after I interpret the dream, Pharaoh gonna let you come back to him and you're gonna serve him again. That's when it show you pressing grapes in the cup, you're gonna be his butler again in 3 days. Now I told you this dream. Remember me, man, and give a good word for me. This is what Joseph is saying. You see how he saw the opportunity to do well and to get up out of your situation. Sometimes, man, look, the Lord opened doors for you, but you have to see, you have to take those. Hey, you can't, like Captain Maccabees, he be saying, hey, well, this was with giving alms at the damn wicked church, but man, you can't just give money and sit there and think that the Lord is going to get you a Benz. Nah, there's certain actions that you got to take to get things that you want, man. All right, yeah, you can have all the faith that you want, but faith without works, we know is dead, man. All right, you see the opportunity, you got to go for it, man. All right, but keep reading that.
Unto me, and make mention of me unto Pharaoh, and bring me out of this house. For indeed, I was stolen away out of the land of the Hebrews. And here also have I done nothing that they should put me into the dungeon.
Okay, yeah, keep reading. My bad.
Now you good. I was gonna say, don't that sound familiar?
Exactly. We've done that. Hey, don't that sound familiar? What's that precept? That Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 11. Is that it? Let me see. Is it
guilty?
Yeah.
11.
What is it? What is it?
11-5.
11-5. Man, let's go ahead and bring that out, man. Because that sounds very well, that goes into the oppressor doing things to us.
Yep.
Hold on, it's another precept. Let me think of that precept. Yeah, you can go ahead and bring that one out. You go ahead and read that. Let me think of the other precept.
I got you. This is a book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
You see that? And that's what that damn woman did to our forefather, man. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of accuse them of something that he didn't do. You see what I'm saying? And then they get away scot-free. Just like that woman in Dallas. Y'all, hey, did you hear about that cop that was in Dallas? That cop that was Edomite cop in Dallas walked to this black dude apartment. He's sitting on his couch in his boxer drawers. Eating, right. Who?
And then dude, like the brother that got killed.
He went and hugged her. That's all right, Edomite lady. I'm gonna hug. I still love you. No, man. And that's what Christianity do to you. You don't go and hug an Edomite that just blew your brother away sitting on the couch eating ice cream. Walked to this man's house and blew him away. And she got away scot-free. Right? Hey. Go ahead, I
nah, my bad for cutting y'all out, but you know what she said she said because she ended up walking into the wrong apartment.
That's bullshit. Look, they lived on 2 different floors, I think. I think she lived on, but she could still hear his radio though, wherever that was. And she thought, that was her apartment. She probably stayed right under, and she went up to the next floor, and he had his door open. She walked in and blew that brother away right on his couch and got away not guilty. I think she got like 5 years and only served 3? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is the precept I was looking for. Isaiah chapter, this is the real precept I was looking for. Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 22. Isaiah 42 and 22. So like it, y'all.
All right. You said 42 and 22?
42, 22.
Book of Isaiah chapter 42, verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled.
Man, we are people that's constantly robbed and spoiled. Like I said, we're the creators of all things, but yet we on the bottom of society and we ain't got no damn money. We're supposed to be billionaires because we made everything literally what you see. But read.
They are all of them snaring holes. And they are hid in prison houses.
You see? You see how they hide us in prison house? Yeah, that nigga did it. Throw him in there with no evidence. This man, we got brothers that's just not getting out of prison. They found out they was innocent. And they didn't serve damn 30 years, 40 years in a damn penitentiary. All their life gone, man. And don't even give them nothing. Give them a few $1,000s. There you go, nigga. All right, but keep reading.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth. For a spoil, and none saith restore.
And none saith restore. That's the precept I was actually looking for. Let's go back to Genesis, y'all. All right, we're gonna go ahead and see what happened to Joseph, and then, like I said, I got some visuals for y'all, man. All right, Genesis chapter 40, and where we were at, we was at we 9. We was like at we got the 15 already. Yeah, go to Genesis chapter 40 and verse 20. So y'all got to understand, Joseph just gave some of his cellmates, which were Pharaoh's servants, he interpreted their dreams. Said, y'all remember me, give a good word to Pharaoh for me. All right. Let's read Genesis 40 and 20.
All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 40 and verse 20. And it came to pass the 3rd day, Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants. And he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his.
You see that? I mean, among the chief butler and the chief baker. Joseph gave both of them. He broke down their dreams. He said, "Man, when y'all get back up to the Pharaoh, hey, put in a good word for me." But keep reading. I have to reiterate that. Keep reading.
Verse 21. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again. And he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand. Verse 22. But he hanged the chief baker as Joseph had interpreted him to him. Yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph? But
you see that? It says, and the chief baker got hanged, but he interpreted his dream. All right, and it says, yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph? But finish that.
But forgot him.
But they forgot Joseph. And man, that's how Negroes do. I don't know if y'all ever been in jail before, but y'all, you know, you kind of make a homeboy and say, hey man, you gonna write me this and that, man. As soon as a nigga get out of jail, he ain't worried about you, man. That Negro is not worried about you, man. Right? What you gonna say?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Mm-hmm. Out of sight, out of mind, man. Negroes ain't worried about you. We almost done. Let's go to Genesis chapter 41 and verse 1. So we're gonna see what happened. Go ahead and read that.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 41 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years.
At the end of 2 years. So Joseph sitting up, it's been 2 years. He been locked up in prison. The butler and the baker ain't mentioned nothing to Pharaoh about. It's been 2 whole years that went by. Read.
2 whole years, man.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river.
Okay, so Pharaoh had a dream, okay? All right, so Pharaoh had a dream. All right, I had another point right here. It said that just slipped me. Pharaoh dreamed the dream. Anyways, 2 whole years had passed, man. All right, jump down to verse 8.
All right, come on. Verse 8. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled. And he sent and called for all the magicians of Egypt and all the wise men thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharaoh told them his dream. But there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh.
So nobody couldn't interpret Pharaoh's dream, man. All right, go ahead and read verse 9.
Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying,
For
my faults this day. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants and put me inward the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker.
You see that? So then, okay, it says the butler remember. Oh yeah, this damn dude named Joseph. He know how to break. Now he remember after 2 damn years. Oh yeah, that one cat I was locked up with, Pharaoh. All right, when you had locked me up in the prison. All right, yeah, I had met this dude, but yeah, go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 10. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants and put me inward in the captain of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker. And we dreamed a dream in one night, I and he. We dreamed each man according to the interpretation of his dream. And there was there with us a young man, a Hebrew, servant to the captain of the guard. And we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams. To each man according to his dream, he did interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
Verse, and it came to pass, as he interpreted it to us, so it was. Me, he restored into my office, and him, he hanged.
He hanged the other guy, and the other guy was restored to his office. So he letting Pharaoh know, yeah, I met this guy that can interpret your dreams. Go ahead and read verse 14.
Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he and changed his raiment and came unto Pharaoh.
Now, peep this, y'all. Being allied to wisdom. You have to peep, and I just had a class on hygiene. Okay? If y'all ain't watched that, it was a pretty good one. I'm just saying. Because being clean, that matters too, man. All right, being physically clean matters. You have to be clean inwardly as well, but being clean on the outside is good. It says in verse 14, then Pharaoh sent and he called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came unto the Pharaoh, because he's like, man, I'm going to see Pharaoh, man. Let me go shave, man. Shoot, man, let me get some of these garments, because I'm pretty sure he had garments laid out, man. Let me put this on, kind of checking himself out in the damn mirror, man, making sure that he looked right and presentable, man. All right, these things matter. That's being wise, man. All right, I had to make that point. Go ahead, read verse 16. Verse 15, Salakia.
And in verse 15?
Uh-huh.
Verse 15. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it.
Mm-hmm.
Say of thee, that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it.
Okay, because so Joseph got there. He's like, yeah, I had this dream. I had this dream, man. And they say that I can't interpret it, but they say that you can, right? But keep reading.
And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, "It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace."
Y'all see that? Even speaking with wisdom. That's how I mean, hey, he always gave homage to the Most High God, man. Every time. Joseph answered Pharaoh saying, it ain't me. It ain't me. God should give Pharaoh an answer of peace, man. It's God, it's the Most High God, the God of Israel that does these things, man. That's how we have to be. All right. Not saying I'm gonna get up tomorrow and I'm gonna do this. No, Lord willing, tomorrow I get up, I do this and I do that, man. The scriptures tell you, and that's how you're allied with wisdom, man. And moving like that and you speaking like that, you don't think the Most High is gonna move things for you, man? A lot of us, like I say, we know a lot of precepts, but we really don't walk in these scriptures, man. All right, we have to walk it and talk it, man. All right, verse 17. No. Jump down to verse 43.
All right, come. Verse 43. And he made him to ride in the second chariot.
Okay, hold on. I didn't skip something. Hold on. Verse 33. Right, go to verse 33. Yeah.
Verse
33. Mm-hmm.
Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt.
So after Pharaoh, because I'm not going to break the whole dream down, because I'm trying to abridge the story. I'm just trying to make a point. All right. On how this man kept getting thrown in holes and, then they put in the top of a household and thrown in prison. And then, he's coming in and out of these things, man. He's going up and down. And we are going to suffer the same afflictions in this truth, man. But y'all have to be allied with wisdom at all time and be always looking and waiting. All right. So Joseph ultimately broke down Pharaoh's dream and he saved Egypt, man. All right. And he saved Egypt. Now go ahead and read 33 from the top. Salakia.
No, you good. Verse 33.
Uh-huh.
Now, therefore, let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt.
You see that? You a discreet and wise man. All right, read.
Verse 34. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the fifth part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years.
Man, you see how high that the Most High lifted up Joseph? And you gotta notice he said he was discreet. He wasn't some loud ass nigga out here, man. Very humble, discreet brother. All right. And it says, verse 34, let Pharaoh do this and let him appoint officers over the land. So now he's in charge over the officers of the land. He appoints where the military goes. He got put up there just like that. Hey, man, the Most High maketh the poor and he raises you up out of the dunghill too, man. The Lord can do these things. All right. And he gave him a fifth part of the land, man. All right. Yeah, go ahead and keep. You know what? Jump to verse 37.
All right, verse 37. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh and of all his servants.
Uh-huh.
And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is?
Uh-huh.
The Spirit of God is.
You see that, man? Can you say, man, we, especially us men, Joseph is a perfect example. We got so many forefathers. Just look at the generations of old men that walked upright, and they were favored even Pharaoh's servant, man. They loved Joseph, man, in Pharaoh's household. Everybody actually liked him and they loved him. But because the Most High was with him. All right. And that's because Joseph was allied with wisdom, man. And he kept wisdom, knowledge, and understanding by him. He kept the commandments and he moved in a certain manner, man, that kept putting him on top. And he kept getting afflicted. Just because you're keeping the commandments and the Lord make your face to shine, that don't mean Satan ain't coming after you, man. You're going to get dogged out, man. You're going to get dogged out by some of the closest people by you, man. They're going to, do things to you. Like I say, the more you learn in the truth, the more you grow, the harder your afflictions grow. All right. Mil Dalektoon Shalom. Yeah, man. You kind of late, you know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, man. Where we at?
Verse 36.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that food shall be restored to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. Verse 37. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, can we find such a one as this is? In whom the Spirit of God is?
Who's the Spirit of God is? Hey, man, we want to be like this. Man, I want to be like David as much as I can. I want to be like my forefathers. I'm telling y'all, but I be slipping. I got a long way to go, man. But I'm gonna keep reaching though. But read.
All right. Verse 39. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, for as much as God has showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Verse 4. You good?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Thou should be over my house, and according to thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou.
He said, only in my throne I'm gonna be greater than you, Joseph. Only sitting on my throne in my throne room. That's the only thing that's gonna make me greater than you. Because really, the Pharaoh was literally sharing his kingdom with Joseph. Joseph, the Pharaoh trusted Joseph to make decisions about the whole kingdom of Egypt, man. He said, only on his throne am I greater than you in this place, man. All right, y'all understand, man? That's cold blooded, man. But go ahead and read.
Verse 41. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, see, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. Read.
And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen.
You see that?
And put a gold chain about his neck.
Man, Joseph's just kind of decked out now, man. All right, we want to be decked out with these laws, statutes, and commandments, though, first. We don't want to get carnal. See, Joseph was built up spiritually first, and then all these other things was added unto him. And that's what the scriptures say. Hey, man, you trust in the Lord, and all these other things will be added unto you, man. Some of us just go straight for the damn glory, man. All right, but we need to glorify the Most High God first, man. All right, read.
And he made him to ride in the second chariot when he had, and they cried before him, bowed the knee, and he made him ruler of all the land of Egypt.
Man, hey, he put him in the second best chariot, man. I understand, man. Them chariots was decked out, man. You know what I'm saying? They probably had leather seats. You know, it probably gold trimmed. You know, these aren't regular war chariots, man. No, these was some bad chariots, man. All right, but go ahead and keep reading, dog.
And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land.
Go ahead, read this last verse.
All right, verse 45. Pharaoh called Joseph's name Benaniyah.
Damn, man. Damn. Hey, man, you said that better than I was pronouncing it. But go ahead.
I got you. And he gave him to wife Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera.
Potiphera, right?
Priest of On. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt.
So Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt, y'all. Okay. So yeah, we come to the end. I'm gonna hit these visuals on y'all real quick, man. All right, just to try to give y'all a better understanding on how much you're supposed to be allied to wisdom, man. All right, so let's do a recap. What all happened to Joseph? All right, he was hated on by his own brethren and his own sisters. Y'all gonna go through these things in the truth. You're gonna be hated on by your own kinfolk. All right, he was taken. They mocked him. Here comes this dreamer, and they all kind of laughing, poking each other, elbowing each other. Take him and they throw him into a dirty hole. All right, they throw him into a hole and say, "We ought to just kill this nigga." All right, Rip was like, "Nah." Then they sold him into Egypt. And he went to a very rich man, one of Pharaoh's great servants of his household, and he became master of his household. But then his damn wife, his freaky wife, he tried to get him, while he was sitting on the toilet, Captain Maccabee say, tried to, was trying to bone this man. And he was, he got put up. He just had got sold. He made it to a household. He got put up. And then he was taken back down. And then after he said he didn't want to do it with this damn woman, she damn cried rape on him. And they grabbed Joseph and they threw him into a damn hole, to a prison. All right, just going up and down, man. But this is a righteous man. So from the prison, he kind of he break down some dreams for some of Pharaoh's top servants and say, just remember me when y'all get out. They forgot all about him, left him there for 2 years until Pharaoh had a dream. And then the butler was like, oh yeah, it's this guy I met in prison 2 years ago. Got him out of prison. He broke down Pharaoh's dream, and Pharaoh put him at the top. Joseph was like Pharaoh. All right. Hey, you're gonna go through things in the truth, y'all. You're gonna go up and down. The Lord is gonna constantly try you, man. All right. So y'all don't think it's strange when these fiery trials and these afflictions hit you, man. Y'all got to stay in the spirit, and you have to prepare yourself for today. You have to be ready for these things to happen. All right. I'm talking about it be the most craziest things. You be like, what the hell is this really happening right now? Yes, it is really happening, man. Don't think it be strange. You got something to say?
No. I'm just agreeing with you.
All right. Let's go to Sirach chapter 6. Let's go to Sirach chapter 6 and verse 14, man. Get our last little precepts in, and we're gonna hit this little clip I got, and then we're gonna get that law. All right.
You said
Sirach chapter 6 and verse number 14. Sirach 6 and 14.
All right, Con. This is the book of Sirach chapter 6, verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such and one have found a treasure.
Right, and that faithful friend is wisdom, man. That is a strong defense, man. It says, he that found such as one has found the treasure, and she is a treasure, man. All right, this gold and this jewelry and these silver and these cars, man, they fade away, man. All right, but she is a strong defense. But keep reading, right?
Nothing doeth
contraveil
a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable.
All right, his excellency. There's nothing as valuable as the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Now, this is going to another. It could be a physical friend that's wise, that's on this level, but on a spiritual level, going into wisdom. But keep reading, that.
All right. Whoso feareth the Lord shall direct his friendship aright, for as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
Read.
My son, gather instruction from thy youth up. Thou find wisdom till thine old age.
It says, my son, gather instruction from thy youth up. Remember, this all started off with Joseph when he was 17 years old. He was already built up in the law, statutes, and commandments, and walking with wisdom. And he continued throughout his life growing in knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, keep reading, that.
All right, let me see. Verse 19. Cometh to her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon.
Because it says, come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, man. So you got to put this work in, man, and wait for her good fruits, man. You have to wait and be patient, man. Don't turn to the side, man. Don't turn to the side. All right, unless you will fall. That's all in Sirach chapter 2. All right, and you will eat of a good fruits. Not later, but sooner than later, man. That's what they're saying, man. Man, the Lord knows that you need relief, man, but you have to pass that test. Okay, go ahead, keep reading.
I can't. Verse 20. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He understanding will not remain with her.
It says she is unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her, man. That's why brothers and sisters fall out of this truth, because they think, it's supposed to be all good. I ain't supposed to have no problems, but you're not understanding this is part of the trial that you have to go through. Maccabees say, Proverbs chapter 16, verse 7, when a man's ways please the Lord, he making even his enemies be at peace with him. That's a great precept. All right. These are proverbs, man, of Solomon, man, which was a very wise man. That's a great precept, and that shows you how Joseph walked, man. It says, when a man ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, man. All right, all y'all brothers, especially y'all sisters, man, because y'all, you know, shoot, man, y'all terrible as hell some damn time when it comes to each other. You can't let stuff go. You see what I'm saying? But, hey. Don't hate your sister. Y'all brothers don't hate your brothers, man. Just keep keeping the commandments and showing them love, man. Hey, the scriptures don't lie. It says, when a man's ways pleases the Lord, he making even his enemies be at peace with him, man. And y'all have to believe that. And if you don't believe that, you lean on your understanding. Nah, I'm gonna be mad anyways. Man, that's because you hate the Most High God, man. And you got a strong delusion on you. And eventually the Lord gonna sift your ass out, man. Straight up, man. Y'all stop playing the games with the Most High God, man. All right, the scriptures say what they say. Either you're gonna follow this class is about following the scriptures. Like I say, you know, I was reading this earlier, and it made me change my speech and how I even talk. I need to exalt the Lord. Yeah, man, I'll praise to the Most High God, and He showed me that because I didn't find it. No, He literally showed me that was spiritual. I opened that book, and that precept I needed was right there. Where it was right there. You know, a lot of people think that is just them, man. Now. Go back to where you was. Go ahead and finish it out.
Verse 22.
Yeah.
For wisdom is according to her name.
And
she is not manifesting to many.
Because she ain't given to many, man. All y'all brothers and sisters on here, Medelic Tools, Dine Israel, Sister Daya, all right, Brother Terrence Shelby, Captain Maccabees, Princess Keo, Sister Mary Houston, and Sister Mariah. I am redeemed. Who else on here? Brother Hebrew. Who else? I'm going all the way back. Sister Odetta. All right. Aqua Yashala. All right, brother Ray. Shalom. I ain't see you on Brother Basil. All right. Hey, the Lord is talking about you, man. All right. She will lie upon. Oh yeah, go ahead and keep reading, man.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna read 22 again. It says, for wisdom is according to her name, and she's not manifest unto many, but she manifests herself unto y'all. That's why y'all watching these videos. All right, she manifests herself, and you actually have the Lord remove that veil from y'all. He ain't gonna remove the veil from mama's eyes. He ain't gonna remove it from dad's eyes, man. Y'all have to understand this, man. This is not for everybody, man. You special. All right, but go ahead and keep reading. All
right, verse 24.
All
right. Yep.
Yeah, verse number 23.
Oh, Salaki. Verse 23. My son, receive my advice and counsel.
It says, my son, give ear. Verse 23, give ear, my son, receive my advice and refuse not my counsel. My bad, because it kind of blanked in and so I kind of missed you. It says, refuse not my counsel. A lot of people, we read the scriptures to you. Nah, nigga, F you, nigga. You know, straight up, but you're supposed to be an Israelite, and I'm just reading the precepts to you. Hey, you have to receive the counsel, but keep reading. Verse 24.
Yep. Verse 24. And put thy feet into her fetters.
You have to put your feet into her fetters. Do y'all know what fetters are? Fetters are those big shackles. You know the damn slave. I ought to pull up fetters on here. Hold on. Let me see. I'm finna show y'all fetters, man. Share the screen real quick. You know, might as well share that. Fetters. Let me see what kind of images show up for fetters. The images. These are fetters. Now you got Esau on here with some freaky stuff. You know, man, Esau's a creep, man. Esau's a damn creep. But these are fetters, man. These are fetters, y'all. Okay. Damn.
Let me
go back. What'd you say?
Yokes of iron.
Yokes of iron, man. These are fetters, y'all. You see that? These are fetters. If y'all don't know, and yokes of iron are the fetters that go on your neck. Okay. Let me stop sharing that. Okay. So go back to that. What was we at? We was at verse 24. Read that over again. Watch this, y'all. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, this is one of the this is the fun part of the lesson because these visuals is finna go with what I'm reading. Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 24. And feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chains.
Yeah, man, you have to make yourself a prisoner of wisdom, man. You have to make yourself a prisoner of the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Be bound by the law, statutes, and commandments. Read.
Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bones.
Man, don't be grieved with those chains wrapped around your neck and them chains wrapped they on your feet. All right, like damn Django, you kind of moving like this because you bound with the law, statutes, and commandments. The Lord said, "Be not grieved, because His commandments are not grievous." But keep reading, not.
Come to her with thy whole heart. And keep her ways with all thy power.
And keep her ways with all thy power, because there's a lot of us. We in this truth, we not wholehearted. We partially hearted in this truth, man. All right, we gotta come to her with our whole heart and keep her ways with all thy power, man. With all your power and all your strength, keep these commandments. All right, read.
Search and seek, and she shall be made unto thee.
It says, search and seek, and she shall be made unto thee. Read.
And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go.
Hey, man, once you get this beautiful woman, don't let her go. All right, for you sisters, man, when you get that, this is spiritually now. When you get that man, you know, which is wisdom. You get him, don't let him go. All right, because this spiritual person is worth more than rubies or gold or anything. All right, but read.
For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that turn to the joy.
Right, man, because you're gonna find rest. Just like Joseph, he kept going. He got thrown in the hole, sent as a slave to Egypt, and got rich because he became the damn head of the household. All right. Then he got thrown into prison, and then he got out and became damn Pharaoh of Egypt. He got rest, man. The Lord's gonna give you rest even in this lifetime, even before the kingdom of heaven come. You're gonna go through afflictions, and then you're gonna get rest. But keep reading, not.
Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for.
And then those fetters are gonna come a strong defense. Those chains, all these damn raggedy damn Django chains, they're gonna all of a sudden become a strong defense, man. They just look at first. It look, oh, you keeping the commandments. You know, I'm kind of ashamed of wearing my fringes. No, those things are a glorious and a strong defense. But read.
Her chains a robe of glory.
And her chains are a robe of glory, man. Read.
For there is a golden ornament upon her. And her bands are purple lace.
And her bands are purple lace, man. Really, those raggedy chains, and you keep. I'm telling you, you looking at it like this, just it's such a burden. But really, they are very beautiful things, and people see that on you when you keeping the commandments. When you bound with those chains and you walking in a certain light, they see that on you. But keep reading, not.
All right. Thou shalt put her on as a robe of honor.
And you're gonna put her on as a robe of honor. Read.
And shall put her about thee as a crown of joy.
As a crown of joy. So y'all don't be ashamed to be bound with these laws, statutes, and commandments, to be bound with wisdom. You like, wisdom, lock me up and put them chains on me, wisdom. Hey, we just saw them fetter, man. We saw the freaky stuff Esau do with our fetter things. But at the same time, man, hey, with wisdom, man, that's your wife. Tie me up, baby, and let me just be yours, man. All right? And we have to enjoy that thing. All right? Not like how we Esau enjoy it, though. I ain't talking about that. All right? Yeah, but that's pretty much it on it. So, look. Like I said, I'm practicing the string. Like, man, let me get y'all some quick visuals. I don't know. It's a lot of y'all brothers. I got two visuals. It's a lot of y'all brothers. Y'all know what God of War is. I know y'all know about Kratos and God of War. A lot of them things, a lot of these stories you see in video games and in movies, really, a lot of this stuff come out of the scriptures, man. And sometimes they be talking about us like right in our face. But I just want to give you a visual. All right. I'm gonna give y'all two visuals. Shalom, brother. Ray, Abraham Kinsman. All right, let me get this first one. No, don't leave. Cancel that. Hold on. I want to delete this. I'm gonna just create a new one. Can I stop sharing that? Okay, cool. That's how you do that. I was scared I was going. All right, right here. I'm gonna share the screen real quick, y'all. Salaki. All right. So we want to, hey, these feathers are a strong defense. All right. So keep that in mind. No, I don't want to leave. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, let me just bring up a new page. How about I do that? So don't keep asking me to leave. All right. Gonna go here. So we got y'all. Can y'all still hear me?
Con. We can hear you.
We're gonna skip through this damn advertisement. Okay. Let me see. I need to go to 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Hold on, y'all. So like it. 3 minutes. All right, 3 minutes. Watch this. And we have to, on a spiritual level, not in wickedness, but on a spiritual level, man. We make these vows to the Most High God. If you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, and don't make a vow to the Lord that you can't fulfill, man. But watch this.
Fair disclaimer.
Right. And these damn Edomites really be talking about Christ on the level, but they just make things into damn wickedness, man. All right, let me fast forward a little bit. Watch this, y'all. This part right here, though. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, wearing these, putting on these garments or being bound by these chains, man. Hey, man, you finna be afflicted, man. That's why I'm saying. Then that's why the Lord say, don't be grieved, man. Because watch this. So we finna kind of see what these chains are made of. I go back to Sirach chapter, but before I play this last clip, go back to Sirach, where this last part of this clip. Go back to Sirach chapter 6 and read verse 24 again.
All right, Con. This is the book of Sirach chapter 6, verse 24. And put thy feet into her fetters.
And put your feet into her fetters, man. Willfully, man. Read.
And thy neck into her chain.
And put your neck into her chains. Read.
Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds.
Man. And don't take her off, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all know anything about God of War, so Kratos, he actually end up. Can y'all see everything? So look, I'm gonna tell y'all, Kratos end up taking them chains off because they were just too grievous for him. He didn't like them. He can finally be free of them, man. But he regretted that later on. And I know some of us, we fall in the truth, man. Some of us, we in this truth, and hey, man, we do fall. Sometimes we get slothful, man. And man, we kind of, take our hands off the plow, man. But hey, man, if you fall, get back up, man. Because a just man rises up, man. All right, a just man rises up 7 times, man. Right? All right. So let's go back to him, man. Read that. Watch this. So Kratos is, he's kind of coming back to those chains because he forsook the chains, man. All right. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. A lot of times, man, the Lord don't give you a second chance, man. All right. Y'all be playing with this truth and y'all take y'all hand off the plow, man. Sometimes the Lord will have mercy on it, but sometimes the Most High bug you out, man. He bug you out, and then ain't no coming back and putting them fetter. You be back in the scriptures, you trying to get the understanding, but it's just not there, man. You trying to be bound in these chains with the Lord, but shit, man, you can't find it, Salakia. All right, go ahead. Slacky, go ahead. Watch this. And this how you have to be. Watch this. Watch this. This is spiritual, y'all. Watch this. And you got damn Satan in the damn background. Hey man, you gotta kind of pick them chains up, and you gotta damn bind. Hey man, you have to be bound with wisdom. All right. She is a strong defense, y'all. And man, this is just how Satan talk to you, man. Satan gonna tell you that you're nobody, man. Right? Watch this. Satan,
Satan gonna do what the scoffers do.
Satan do what them scoffers do. All right? That's what I'm saying. Watch this. Y'all have to bang. Hey man, those chains are a strong defense. All right, and they are a glorious garment, man. They are a glorious garment. Now watch this. Hey, I promise you, y'all. When I see the battle axe captains out there, and they bound the scriptures, and you got the scoffers, and they get to throwing them damn precepts, man. I mean, it's just like that, bro. I don't know if y'all understand or just feel me on that, man. All right, let's go back to the precepts. Go back to Sirach. All right, start at verse 6.
All right,
and read verse 24 over.
All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 24. And put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into her chain. Bow down thy shoulder and bear her, and be not grieved with her bonds.
And don't be grieved with her bonds, man. Man, you gotta willfully put these chains on, but keep reading, not.
Come unto her with thy whole heart, and keep her ways with all thy power.
Right. Read.
Search and seek, and she shall be made known unto thee. And when thou hast got hold of her, let her not go.
Read.
For at the last thou shalt find her rest, and that shall be turned to thy joy.
And it should be turned to thy joy, man. And it's joyful thing. I'm gonna tell you, when I get out there and now to kick myself out. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all, look, when I get out there on them streets and I start teaching, hey, and that Holy Spirit come down on me, and I'm just, I enjoyed it, and because that don't be me, man. When the captain, man, that don't be it's a spirit in them, man. And I enjoy serving the Lord. I enjoy being bound in them chains, man. And them chains are really a strong defense. Yeah, it seemed like Kratos kind of, because because those chains are heavy, man. But once you get really good at it and you start practicing with these scriptures, man, and you kind of cutting them up with the damn precepts, right? Or not just cutting them up with the precepts, but you going to work and them damn demons coming and you walking like Joseph. You just turn your back and you say this, you turn your back and say that, and they just standing there confounded, man. That's the same thing that we just saw Kratos doing, man. All right, these chains are a strong defense and they are a glorious garment. That's what the scriptures say. All right, verse 29. Then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all one more clip, and then we're gonna go ahead and end this. All right, let me start at 23. 23. Hold on, 2 and 23. Salakia. 2 and 23. 2 and 23. We're gonna start right here. All right, can y'all see that? You see that out?
No, not yet.
All right, how about now?
Nope.
Damn. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Let me remove this. Stop sharing that. Okay. Let me open up another one. Share screen. Let me open up this. My bad. I don't know what happened. All right. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. Check this, y'all. Now, this man, he sees better. Now, y'all have probably seen this movie. All right. Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings. It's a Marvel comic movie. All right. But watch these fetters that's on his wrist, and I promise you, every time I read this precept, I think about this. Watch this. I'm talking about just like that, man. And I promise you, I promise y'all, that's how I feel spiritually, man. You see that? Sometimes, man, that's how, I mean, I feel like that spiritually, man. All right. Y'all don't be grieved with these fetters. All right. It says, verse 29, then shall her fetters be a strong defense for thee, and her chains a robe of glory, man. All right. And they are strong defense in a robe of glory, man. All right, shoot, man. Let's get this one last precept, and then we'll go ahead and get the law. Let's get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 16. This is the precept. It's the precept that the Most High God had given me, man, that I was looking for and I couldn't find it. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 16. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and verse 16. What you got out?
No, you want me to read it? You gonna read it?
Go ahead and read it.
All right, there's a book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 16.
Bring it up.
After I am coming to my house, I will repose myself with her. For her conversation have no bitterness, and to live with her have no sorrow.
Man, I love, that's that woman that you like to come home to, man. And like and then I'm talking to her, man. Verse 16. After I am coming to my house, I will repose myself with her, man. Got to be allied to wisdom, man. That is your wife, man. And her conversations have no bitterness, man. When you open these scriptures, man, and these scriptures are talking to you, man. All right, that's how we supposed to be. Read.
And to live with her have no sorrow, and joy. Read. Now, when I consider these things in myself and ponder them in my heart, how that to be allied unto wisdom is immortality.
How to be allied to wisdom is immortality, man. We have to be allied to wisdom, right? We have to be allied to wisdom. Hey, Abraham Kinsley said, that's hold on, what did he say? I seen that he put something. He said, bag that up real quick. Hold on. Somebody put, because I really want to show more of that clip, man, because that movie is just tight. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. But man, we got to be allied to wisdom, and we have to put ourselves in her fetters because she is a strong defense, man. She's a strong defense, man. Let me go back to the beginning of that clip. Watch this. Hey, can you see it out?
Nope.
Damn, I gotta do this every time. Okay, hold on. So I gotta share it again. Hold on, share my screen again. Hold on. Yeah, because I want to show y'all just one more little part of that. Every time I read Sirach 6 in being in her fetters, in her chains, I promise y'all, this is the image that come in my mind. Can you see that?
Yeah, come. All
right, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. All right, that's enough. Because I'm telling y'all, hey, I promise y'all, hey, I bet that's how King David was, man. You see what I'm saying? All right, hey, y'all have to be allied with wisdom. All right, you have to bow down your neck. All right, willfully put them fetters on yourself, man, because she is a robe of glory and a strong defense, man. But that's pretty much my class. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Y'all please like, share, and subscribe. All right, help us to continue to push this truth. All right, help us to continue to push this truth over the four corners of the earth. Right. We appreciate the GoFundMe and the Cash App, man. Hey, y'all arms are not, they are greatly appreciated. Your arms are not used for filing, all right, and foolishness, man. All right. I think where we trying to go. We got to get back to Memphis, but I think we're trying to hit Atlanta, man. So hey, we got the new building. We still getting stuff put in a new building. Like I say, man, we greatly appreciate y'all. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. You got something to say, officer?
Hey, y'all, keep the Sabbath day holy.
Oh yeah, Captain Mac. My bad. Go ahead. I finished. My bad. No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Keep the Sabbath day holy. Repent. Keep the commandments, man, and let's just keep putting in the work, man, so we can make it to the kingdom, man.
That's right. I'll praise to the Most High, man. Yeah, Captain Maccabee just reminded me. Let me get my. I had to get a calendar off the table, man, because I couldn't find my calendar, man. Okay, so we got Feast of Tabernacles coming up. All right. We got the memorial. We got, man, this all kind of high holy. We got the new moon and the memorial blowing of trumpets Thursday, September the 14th on Sunset Wednesday. All right. We have the Day of Atonement coming up. But y'all ain't fasting. Y'all need to start fasting. All right. So y'all can get ready for the Day of Atonement. Man, this is the one day of the year where the Most High, you know, he gets rid of all your sins, man. All right. Just by fasting that one day, man. No food, no water, not even a drop, man. Ain't no cheating, man. Right now, you're supposed to be getting yourself ready, man, for the Day of Atonement. All right.
And if you're really in the spirit, y'all would have been preparing yourselves for the Day of Atonement. Just like everybody get prepared for the tabernacles, for the dedication, for the Passover. You need to get prepared for the Day of Atonement too, because that's just as important.
That's right, man. Y'all get rid of that. Day of Atonement is very important. I'm gonna do a Day of Atonement class too. The Day of Atonement is very important, man. All right. Then we got the Feast of Tabernacles. All right. It says Saturday, September 30th on sunset, Friday to October 8th, sunset. We have the Feast of Tabernacles coming up. All right. So y'all, hey, we got like 4 high holy days, like back to back. And yeah, then new moon, like right after that, October 14th, sunset Friday. All right. Going into Caslu, all right? Yeah, so y'all get ready. Y'all start preparing for Tabernacle. Hey, Passover and Tabernacles are 2 of my favorite high holy days. And, of course, the Sabbath. But, man, Tabernacles, boy, I love it. I love it, man. Just love being out there in the wilderness without tents with my people, man. You know, with our people. Yeah, we fast regular. That's right. Sister Mary Houston, House of Daniel. All right. Yeah, like, you know, like me and my family, most times we fast one day every week anyways, children and everybody. You see what I'm saying? Normally. So yeah, man, y'all need to practice fasting. Maccabee said at camp October 5th through the 8th. Okay. Let's go ahead and bring out this law, man. Let's go ahead and bring out this law. Let's get Leviticus chapter 5 verse 1, the law we had brought out earlier. Leviticus 5 and 1. The law we brought out earlier. Leviticus chapter 5 and verse number 1, whenever you get that.
Yeah, I got you. There's a book of Leviticus, chapter 5 and verse 1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing, and is a witness, whether he have seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
You see that? So if you see something, man, you got to say something or you just is guilty, man. All right. You see a brother or sister going off. Hey, you supposed to say, man, like Joseph, man. He was telling on his brothers. But the Lord say, hey, confess your sins to one another, man. You're supposed to be able to tell one of your brothers, man. Hey, I'm going through something, man. I need some help. All right. You see one of your brothers or sisters going off. Hey, you need to kind of go over there and rebuke them. You know, you got to come out, kind of go over there and check your brother, man. Don't just let your brother or sister just be in sin. Don't suffer sin upon them, basically. All right. All right. So at the end, I'm going to sing this one song for y'all real quick. All right. Just playing. All right. Just playing. I ain't finna sing no song. I sure feel like it, though. But with that, we're going to say Shabbat Shalom. And y'all have a wonderful Sabbath. Yeah.
That's shalom, man. And we the battle axes of the Most High.
All right. Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.